Welcome back to the channel. And I don't know whether this news is a good news or a bad news, but whatever it is, I'm sure it doesn't bring any sort of positivity to Nigerian Super Eagles, as the focus is on preparing for Afcon 2023, which is this January. But the update right now is that Coach Peseiro has been dragged, or he is currently being dragged, because he's owing one agent called Jolly Ogu. It's owing him around, based on the news, and I was able to find the documents from ongo.com. The document, which is actually a lawsuit that Jolly Ogu has filed, and is threatening that he is going to drag Super Eagles head coach to court if he refuses to pay the money. So apparently, Peseiro, before he got the Super Eagles job, he contacted Ogu to help him get the Super Eagles job. And according to Ogu's story, Peseiro agreed. He actually agreed to pay Ogu the sum of $84,000 if he gets the job. And then, they had a verbal agreement. I don't know if they had anything written, but based on what I've, seen on trusted sources, they said it was a verbal agreement. Peseiro got the job and then paid Mr. Ogu only about $3,500 out of the $84,000. So the balance is now remaining around 80,500 thereabout. But ever since then, Peseiro has, refused to pay the balance, refused to even talk to the Ogu, or refused to even agree that he accepted to pay such amount of money, or that he had any dealings with him. So this has prompted, Ogu to come directly to the NFF. Right now, Ogu is appealing to the NFF that they should make Peseiro pay his due, or else if they can't make him to pay his due, then he's going to really exacerbate the whole issue and then forward it to a higher, authority, a proper court in Nigeria, and then drag the case there. So guys, I don't know how truthful this is. I don't know the credibility of this whole news, but this is definitely the last thing that we need right now, going on around, revolving around Super Eagles, and with the whole Afcon thing coming up. It's the last thing that we need. It's something that brings a very, very negative vibe, and this coach is not exactly a coach that we trust. You and I know that we had, expectations that, we have, and we still have these expectations, and Peseiro hasn't really met those expectations. So we are kind of managing this guy, to be honest. There was a time in the past few weeks when, news broke out that he was looking for a job somewhere in Egypt. So there was a time when news broke out that Peseiro was actually looking for a job somewhere in Egypt while still under contract as the Super Eagles head coach. So there has just been lots of controversies around this guy, and all of these things are not really helping matters. The focus should be on, getting the right players on the list to submit to NFF, and then making sure that the best players are the ones that are selected for this tournament, and then make sure that these guys are trained, and they have cohesion amongst themselves. They can play as a team. They can deliver. That's what's up. Not like off the pitch issues, off the pitch controversies. Especially coming from a coach who is supposed to be dedicated and focused, and he has so many controversies around him. I don't know how truthful this is, but it's something definitely, something that's definitely going to negatively affect Nigeria Super Eagles preparation. That's a fact, whether you like it or not. But that's the news. There hasn't been any reports or any reply from Peseiro's camp, Peseiro and his agent and his team, They've not replied as it stands right now, but I will keep my fingers crossed on that. Whenever there's new update about this accusation, I'm going to make sure to drop a video about it. But let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think about this issue right now? An agent has threatened to drag Peseiro in court because he hasn't paid his due. He hasn't paid him the money that he promised to pay him. Just imagine worst case scenario. Next month we are planning to play. We are going into Nations Cup, and then we have our coach going to court cases. Coach that's supposed to be in matches, like oversee matches, watch the guys play match, and direct them, help them win games. He's not going to answer court cases. It doesn't, gel.